So have y'all ever looked at Focalistic's involvement in hip-hop and think to yourself, why is he excluded? Why is he not given flowers for the influence he's had on hip-hop? Why is he not considered a rapper? Well, we need to understand this man's journey before we talk about anything, so let's get into it. So Lethabo Sebetso, born on 26 May 1996 in Zone 2, Ga-Rankuwa, Pretoria. His father, Kgomotso Sebetso, was a former political journalist at the South African Broadcasting Corporation, and Focalistic graduated at the University of Pretoria in political science degree. In 2016, he won Artist on Rise competition. His single Fak'mali debuted #1 on YFM Hip Hop music charts. In early 2020, he established his own record label, 18 Area Holdings, in partnership with the Vth Seasons. And on 10th April 2020, his extended play Quarantined Tarantino was released. In April 2020, his single Ga featuring Vigro Deep was released, and Ga was certified gold with sales over 25,000 copies. In November 2020, he joined Radar African program by Spotify, and Focalistic revealed track listing and announced release dates in 25th November. Scoopus's Excellent was released on the 4th of December 2020, and in February 2021, his remix for Ga featuring Davido and Vigro Deep was released globally. It goes down when my G's connect. The single received enormous international success and charted at number 16 on the Billboard Top Triller Global Chart in the US. At the 2021 All Africa Music Awards, he received 7 nominations in the Best Male Artist, Artist of the Year, Best African Collaborations, Best Artist African Dance, Best Artist in African Electro, Breakout Artist of the Year, and Song of the Year. In early 2021 September, he headlined to Amafest tour in the UK to further promote Amapiano genre. In 27 September, his studio extended play President Ya Strata was released with its lead single 16 Days No Sleep, featuring Kabza De Small, DJ Maporisa, and Mellow and Sleazy. Focalistic was nominated for Best African Act at the MTV Europe Music Awards in 2021. And in early March 2022, Focalistic performed at the O2 Arena in London alongside with Nigerian singer Davido.
I started making music like when my dad passed away in grade 9. Yeah, that was the first time I wrote something about. Cause I used to like freestyling, and like maybe I'd have like 4 bars, but like when my dad passed away, I just closed the door. I love myself.
On the 1st of May, he embarked on Northern America tour. The tour will visit 12 cities, including Washington, D.C., Houston, Dallas, Orlando, Minnesota, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Chicago, Atlanta, and New York. In October 15th, he announced his studio album Ghetto Gospel, which was set to be released on November 18, 2022. So this is not necessarily a video where I'm about to break down his whole life, speak about his achievements. It's not a documentary as such, but I just wanted to talk about the influence that this man has, you know? What I actually want to talk about is the skill, not just of Focalistic, but of many Amapiano artists. Well, if I ask you a question and say, what is the verb for what Focalistic is doing or what Amapiano artists are doing? Like, what do we call that verb? A verb is a doing word, of course, but what is it that they're doing? They're not singing, they're not Amapianoing, they're rapping, right? It may not be rapping like Stogie T, but it's rapping. You know, the way they dress also draws huge inspiration from the hip-hop culture.
I always had like a close relationship with Focalistic. I don't know if the homies know me. Like back in like 2016, when we were still coming up in PTA, like me and Foca, like we would like hustle gigs, like make sure we pull up, even though they weren't paying us at the time. Like, so it started becoming a thing. Like 2017, every time we're doing gigs in Pretoria, we're bumping into each other. 2018 as well is when I entered Artist on the Rise at Homecoming. And the previous year, Foca was one of the finalists. So it started becoming more of like a brotherhood thing. Like he would hit me up, check up on me, and then we used to share like a lot of sentiments in terms of like the story, like how do we really globalize this thing and like how do we nationalize it, because I won't lie, at the time when we were rapping in Pretoria, it wasn't really a cool thing. Like it was, even when the OGs were doing it, it was like,
just like most of the piano cats anyway, you know what I'm saying, DJ Maporisa and all of that, and I think he made that cool to like take from the hip-hop culture, the swag from the hip-hop culture. But anyway, Focalistic represents PTA hip-hop like nobody's business. You know what I'm saying? From Muchin to 25K, the features he's done with serious hip-hop names when it comes to the PTA hip-hop, or when it comes to just the whole SA hip-hop genre. You know, I've seen him represent Praetorian hip-hop more than some rappers from Pretoria. You know, he's actually done things that some Praetorian rappers will never accomplish in hip-hop. Never mind Amapiano, right? He's done things that some Praetorian rappers will never accomplish in hip-hop. Folk is important for the culture, not just the hip-hop culture, but for the culture as a whole. This man deserves so much respect for his contributions. And I know I'm bringing it to his contributions to hip-hop and all of that, but Foka has had just a contribution on the culture in general. You know, even Amapiano, as the hip-hop culture, we need to give props for that. You know, because I hate talking about the piano, the hip-hop thing evolved to Amapiano because many people don't get it. And this is why I like putting it in a way where I'm like, what is the verb of what they're doing? What is the doing word? You know, we learned in school that a verb is a doing word. There's no such thing as you are Amapianoing. Yes, you're doing Amapiano, but you are not Amapianoing. Clearly, you're not singing. Clearly, you're not kwaitoing. Clearly, you're not housing. So what are you doing? You're rapping. So how the did hip-hop die? But anyway, man, respect Focalistic.
Okay, see Susie. Your girl bad, but she ain't bougie. I could be a Superman boosie. Never go against me, my nigga Tuesday. They claiming they goats, I'm seeing a rat. Le feeling batume. I heard them say maybe they better than Brando Ubang. Galuba Kuzi. Hot. Don't ever try to say my name in vain. Niggas was sipping on purple, I dealt with my pain, and you still while a nigga gon' rain. I promise I'll body a nigga to sit on my throne. I put it on Keenan's name, including my mama name, and even Mudima's name. How can I tell you niggas that this a reality for me? It's not entertainment. How can I tell you that Nasty was kinda right? You niggas got ovaries in it. If they ever mention my name or mention my boy, you dead, you finished. Up, I never get to this finish. Tryna say I'm your son, boy, you kidding.